Hello, Leo. This is your forecast for October 21, and this is for all you Leo sun signs, but also moon and rising signs as well, for all you three groups. This is valid, right? And I love this month for you because I know many of you have been patient with all these retrogrades that has been going on that we've talked about in the past, and several of them now are in their wake-up process. And of course, these outer planets, they move slowly, so it's not like turning a switch and then boom, we're on a fast speed forward. No, but at least it's not dialing to the past. Now we're opening up, the future is coming back in, more power to you, and we're going to talk a little bit about where those planets are for you. So on the 7th of October, Pluto wakes up here in your 6th house. I had to look it up. It's like, where did that go? In your 6th house there, Leo. And that awakening is all about your health, okay? So the way you have your day-to-day routine, is that something that you have really been paying attention to? I think you have, most of you, because it's a health-oriented place of your chart. So dieting, maybe some of you started this summer thinking that's it, I got to do something with this physical body or whatnot. At least now, when Pluto is moving forward, you'll see the consequences of it, which should really prove some good result. And it's going to be easier, when you're with the flow, with the direct energy of the planet. But this area is definitely going through a huge transformation, Leo. So be proud of that. And then the next one is Saturn and then Jupiter. Now these two have been traveling together in your 7th house for love and relationships, any partnerships that you have one-on-one with somebody. So you might have felt that has been on a slow key from springtime throughout summer, but now Jupiter opening up is bringing in all that great energy of expansion. Think about the size of Jupiter. I always like to say that to give you a visual, all right, that big body of generosity. So, and also it rules people in high places that can come in and be supportive, open doors for you. And of course, if this is your partner we're talking about, then this will be jovial, all right? Mutual support for one another. For those of you who are single, hey, this could be a great time to meet somebody new and somebody who might be on the same wavelength as you, which I feel is super important for any type of long-term relationship. And I can say the same about Saturn, because Saturn's been in this very same house, the 7th house. So karmically, you've been looking at what is worth sticking with. What have I ended up choosing? Do I want this in my future, or do I want to sever? So some of you have been severing bonds. Do not regret it. Whatever is meant to go is meant to go. Whatever will be all right. And I feel that Saturn is going to be so supportive of you, your path, where you're moving ahead now, owning what it is that you feel is genuine energy in your life, not the superficial. I think that is what has been cut back to the max. It's more like you've been deepening into consciousness, and being true, genuine to your needs, and that will be reflected through your partner. For those of you single, can really come to find somebody very, very special under the influence of this Aquarian energy, which you have in the 7th house. And that is where Jupiter and Saturn is now, right? So you're empowering yourself this year with it. Venus, let's talk a little bit about Venus since we're just talking about relationships. Venus this month, even here September, on the September end of listening to this, is in Scorpio, and that's deepening your energies, your emotions. The romance is really to the core. Again, it's that Plutonian energy because it's in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio and Pluto is very passionate. So you might just see that you're taking out all this passionate energy, and in which area? Well, it's showing up in your 4th house. that has to do not just with your home and family, but also the foundation of who you are. The foundation of our life is the fourth house. So Venus is like infusing it with beauty, with love, anything that now can make you feel good in your home. Maybe you're bringing in more flowers, maybe you're burning incense, that kind of thing, to just kind of cleanse the air around you. So that is beautiful. But let's talk about the closer planets. Right now we got the sun, we got the new moon, we got Mars. They're all going to be close here together. And we got Mercury. These are showing up in your area of communication, third house, right? So this month it's going to be really important what you communicating to who. Who are you presenting yourself to? And especially be careful, not just because Mercury is there, which will just empower, since it's in the communication house, which Mercury rules, but Mercury is retrograde. So yes, there's going to be a need to express. There's going to be a need to share and so forth. So be just very acutely listening to what you're hearing from who's communicating with you, that you're hearing correctly, not jumping the gun, or also filter your words so it just doesn't come out in a way that it could be received maybe differently than what you were hoping for, so that it can create an issue, right? Because then Mercury retrograde will just have to, go back, fix it, heal it, and recommunicate it. So just be more aware of what we're hearing. We could hear a lot of news this month too, which has to do with the Mercury retrograde more globally. We got so many things going on out there. But, for you, it's all about tuning into your harmony. These planets are showing up in Libra. Libra is all about balance. Libra is about harmony, right? Libra is about beauty. So I feel that is what is calling you forward this month, to express that, especially here with Venus being so powerfully present in Scorpio. So yes, and then we have the new moon on October 6th. That's when we place our intentions. What do you, Leo, think these intentions should be if it's showing up here in Libra and in your third house? So write a little comment down below. I want to see inside your mind what you're taking from this, because hopefully you're learning over the months what this means, having your intentions set. So October 6th, yes, I see that the best way to get your intentions to manifest down the road is placing it on communication, but third house is also traveling. Maybe some of you have had an itch for a long time to get out and about. This is a great time, great month to do so. If you haven't been, that can be a part of your intention, saying, between now and these oncoming months, I do want to get out and about, even if it's just for a road trip, so be it. But longer trips can come in this intention, because we always want to calculate the opposite house, which is the ninth house, which is long distance travel, right? Maybe international too. And lo and behold, guess what's showing up in your ninth house this month? That is the full moon on October 20th. 27 degrees Aries, so that really sits well with your sign, Leo, in a beautiful trine. Some of you might see yourself traveling long distance or internationally on this time, or also making plans for it. Whatever the deal is, that is beautiful. But let's not forget, Leo, that the ninth house is also study, it's education, it's research. I could see some of you really thinking, if you've been seeking for something to find, right? Ask and you will find, right? And you shall receive. So if you've been looking for a specific study that you would like to take up and cultivate, you might find that here on this date on October 20th. So that is pretty much the short and the skinny for October, Leo. I will see you next month. Have a good one. Bye now.